President Bola Tinubu has appointed Folashade Adekaiyaoja as the Deputy Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS. Sources say Folashade's nomination and approval is unprecedented in the history of the DSS and as part of the reforms being implemented at the Secret Service. The DSS is structured to have 3 Deputy Director Generals, and her appointment is reportedly seen as a significant boost to efficiency in the organization at a time when the government is looking for better ways to tackle the country's security challenges. I am now being joined from New York by Dennis Amachree, a retired Assistant Director of the Directorate of State Services, to help us make sense of this new appointment. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How significant is this appointment?
Thank you for having me. Well, it is significant in the sense that this is the first time we're having a Deputy Director General who is a female. But of course, it's not very, very strange because there are other directorates that we've had in the past that were headed by females. So in our service, we don't see people as male or female. Everybody is an officer and a gentleman. But I'm happy that this is coming up at this time. It's going to create more efficiency and more effectiveness.
How will it create more efficiency in the DSS?
Like you said earlier, there are 3 directorates where we should have Deputy Director Generals. And for this particular one, which is coming up now for the first time, the directorates are going to be admin, operations, and then of course maybe intelligence. And now I think Folashade is going to is going to be the Deputy Director General in charge of administration. And then of course that will give a lot of, should I say, giving the Director General himself many more space to do other things. Division of labor is now going to be created where the other directors or director generals are going to do their own and then, of course, support his main objectives.
What sort of impact do you think the presidency hopes to achieve with Folashade's appointment?
Well, again, I have to thank the National Security Advisor and the present DG who have seen it fit to make this appointment because we want to be very inclusive in this country. And if we are running a democracy and it is not inclusive by bringing everybody together, I think people will start to talk. And remember, Folashade is the Director General himself is from the South, and then of course Folashade is from the North, and this creates some kind of balancing, So I think it's a very good appointment because she is efficient enough. Well grounded in intelligence duties and responsibilities. So I think I'm very happy that she has been appointed.
One of the responsibilities of the DSS is to detect and prevent crime through intelligence gathering and ultimately protect Nigerians. How would you score the agency at this time?
Well, I think the agency had done very well recently because in past situations we've had the DSS sometimes getting involved in police duties. Police duty is law enforcement. But the one for the DSS is protection for national security. So that is their basic duties. I know that people, even politicians, try to drag them into that law enforcement kind of situation, but theirs is collection of intelligence, and then, of course, disseminating this intelligence to the rightful people that will use it for the security of the nation. So recently, I think they've been very, very effective in the sense that they've worked together with the military. They've, of course, penetrated a lot of these insurgent situations. And we believe that with the new gusto that the service is having, we should be able to see some results, especially when it comes to intelligence sharing among the services.
Let me take you up on the intelligence gathering and sharing part of this conversation. Would you say the agency is equipped enough to perform that mandate?
Yes, they've been equipped very, very much enough to satisfy that mandate. You know, one of the major equipment that they could have is the human intelligence aspect, which is the recruitment of agents and then, of course, the penetration of agents into different kinds of targets. And they've done that very well. Right now, what remains to be done is to update their equipment, because right now, I remember when I was in the service, when we do surveillance and we have to either sit in cars or hang around somewhere to watch, sell newspapers and be watching a particular place to get intelligence or information. But these days, you don't have to do that, because you know there are different kinds of technological advancement where we have listening posts or drones that can actually listen. You have different kinds of eye in the sky that can, of course, collect information, process them, and then, of course, report for quick response. So I think technology has come to stay, and I think the DSS should be investing. And I think I know that they are at this time investing a lot in technology.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amachree, Dennis Amachree, retired Assistant Director of the DSS, for speaking to us tonight. Your valuable contribution is highly appreciated.
Thank you for having me.